What's up, y'all? Okay, if you're new here, I'm Caitlin Leggett, your favorite journalist, digital media, all the things girly. If you're old here, hey girl, hey. Okay, cool. So it's Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas day, whatever. I don't want to start putting numbers on these and then I go back and edit it and I don't post it on the day it's supposed to be posted on. So anyways, it's Vlogmas. This is like the first official day though. Like this is December 1st. Like yes, something went out before this, but we're not going to talk about that. I was just prepared, okay? Clock your mama, not me. This is my little brother Damien. We are on the way back to the DMV area. And yeah, Damien's played football his whole entire life. He been in college playing football for as long as I can remember. He done bounced around, which he went to Bucknell.
Yeah, and then William and Mary.
Okay. So we been to, given that I was a volleyball player, he just finished his last season playing college football. So he was a football player. We about to give you your 5 best and worst kind of memories or do's and don'ts, things that we've done that we wouldn't do again or that we would do again.
Okay.
Yeah, and this could be like school. This could be like school or sport related.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You wanna start?
Sure, I'll start. Let's see. Number one, I guess, go to sleep. I will say I did not start going to sleep until my junior year, and it made the world of difference. Freshman and sophomore year, never slept. I was up till 2, 3 a.m.
Doing what? Partying?
I mean, playing the game, just doing whatever. If even in school, the work will be there. You can always come back and do work. It's never that deep. Go to sleep. Have a schedule. Go to bed.
That is very tea. Okay, I feel like my number one do is find hobbies outside of your sport. I know that's really hard because obviously your sport is going to take up majority of the time. You're going to be spending all your time with your teammates. But once you get out of your sport, you'll realize that I don't know how to cope with life or how to enjoy life outside of a sport that I have intensely played my whole life. Sometimes you just want to have hobbies that are literally just fun. No pressure, no stress, that type of thing. Yeah, so do find hobbies, whether that's a club, an org, and if your coach really rocks with you like they claim they do, they'll find a way to make it happen. Shout out to Vicky. Yeah.
That's a fact. Okay. Should I do a don't or?
You can do a don't. You can do a do and then a don't. Yeah.
Okay. I guess number one, don't. Let's see. I don't want to say this.
You got 5, so you got plenty of time.
Okay. Number one, don't. You said find a hobby. That's what I would have said that.
I mean, I feel like you can say, if there's a specific hobby.
Well, no, it's more, number one, don't. Don't idolize your sport. Yes, it's who you are, it's what you do, it's your job at the quote-unquote end of the day, but don't idolize your sport. When you lose, it will be okay. If you don't have the best game ever, it will be okay, because the next day is coming and there's another opportunity. Just don't get so wrapped up in the wins and losses, because I know I've experienced both sides of that coin at each school where I lost and I won, but at the end of the day, it was another opportunity to play a game. Focus on just getting another chance, the next play, the next shot, whatever sport may be. Just focus on the next. It's a more of a next play mentality type thing.
Mm-hmm. That's deep. That's very real. Okay, I would say, this is not from my personal experience, but I would say don't smoke in season or whatever your recreational habits are. And this has honestly nothing to do with do what you want to do, but I think it's just a discipline thing. I think that if you cannot put whatever this thing is that may hinder or maybe not, but like could potentially hinder you, you know, if you get drug tested or whatever. If you can't put that down for, you know, the 4 or 5 months that you're in season, if it's even that long, that is a bigger problem. So I would say don't smoke while you're in season. And also sometimes it's just like a productivity thing. Like I know very few people who can smoke and go on about their day as if, you know, everything is kosher, like keep going. Most people are gonna smoke and they're gonna go to sleep, or they're gonna smoke and they're gonna eat. Yeah, so just don't smoke in season. Exercise the discipline. You will be okay.
Yeah. Number 2, do eat food. Please feed yourself. Trying to operate on no fuel might be, I mean, one of the most insane things ever. And it could start by just a bowl of fruit in the morning, or whatever gets you going. Start in the morning, at least 2 true meals. You can never force anybody to eat more than they need to, and that's a whole different thing on gaining weight and whatever. But find a way to, if it starts with fruit, a piece of bread, toast, whatever it is, start with something in the morning and at least get 1 main meal throughout the day, or at least 2. And it will change how you feel. It'll change how you perform, because there will be more energy to output into the sport. Calories in equals calories out. Learned that in like the 3rd grade. The more you can get into your body, the better athletic performance you will see, and academic performance. You'll feel better in class, because I know I was a culprit of this, falling asleep in class. It's very real. You're tired sometimes. If you eat, you'd be surprised just how much more energy you have to sit there in class and take notes like a good student should.
Period. I feel like I was like force-fed in college. That's the only time in my life that I ate 3 meals a day.
But see, force-fed, they did not, like, I'm not gonna say they didn't care. It just wasn't like pressed upon us. And so again, sophomore year was a struggle in terms of we had people not eating, and like that was the worst thing ever. I lost like 7 pounds, and it was just like, wow.
All for not eating. Our team meals were mandatory, especially like during season, because we all had schedules that like aligned with our practice schedule. So that meant we got out in enough time to actually eat. So we had to eat breakfast. We had to at least eat breakfast and dinner together. Lunch was like voluntold, like optional, mandatory, but like
we did have breakfast, and only time we had mandatory dinners was like the Fridays before games. That was the only time you ever like had to sign in for dinner. Outside of that, lunch was. And man, I really hope you're eating throughout the day. And if you're not, like,
let's see.
You're gonna struggle.
Okay, let me see. My number 2 do. This is a do, right?
Yeah, this is a do.
Okay, my number 2 do is do create healthy relationships with your professors. I would say, as an athlete, like, you're going to be gone a lot. You're going to miss a lot of class. And sometimes you're going to just be in classes that you had no, like, no intentions on being in. And it just is what it is. You need the credit to graduate. So do be very open with your professors. Like, talk to them. I'm not going to lie. I used to kiss a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do what you got to do, because I like A's. So if I got to, go sit in your office and chat with you for a few minutes each time we have class to make sure I have a good relationship with you. So if I miss X, Y, and Z assignment, that you still got my back, or, got me on the back end. Yeah, you do what you got to do, because all of this is like a game, and it's just how you play it. And so when some people are like, oh, they don't do well in school, sometimes, like 9 times out of 10, you're not playing the game right, because you don't talk to your teachers or your professors, so they don't know that you care enough. Yeah.
Professors love to talk about themselves. Yeah. Go ask them about whatever book they wrote. Go ask them about their dog, their kids. Most of the time, they love to tell a story, and you just... I'd be like, yeah, no, that's great. And then next thing you know, you do that a couple of times, and then that 3rd time when you got a question about the assignment, they just tell you not to worry about it. It's amazing.
Exactly.
So what are we on? Don't?
We're on a don't. Yeah. I think this is a 2 don't.
This is 2 don't.
Okay.
I hope. Number 2 don't. Don't stack your schedule in season. Do not take all of whatever your most difficult, whatever your major is. Find a way, and there are people that can help you. Your advisor can help you. Coach can help you. There are ways to strategically place your schedule to where you are not killing your brain in season. And so whether that's if your season's in fall, you take all your hard classes in the spring when you have ample time to study and actually lock in, and then vice versa. It's just, you do not want to be thinking about a paper, a quiz, a midterm, and 182 plays on Saturday, and then trying to come back and do all your work. It just does not work out. It will not work well. So don't stack your schedule because you're trying to graduate early. Don't do it while you're in season. If you're trying to graduate early, by all means, out of season, stack them credits. Go 18. Go hard in the paint. Go 20. But in season, you definitely want the lightest load possible.
Very T. Very T. Okay. Don't. Dang, did we start? I think this might be 3 don't.
It might be 3 don't?
Yeah, I don't know.
We said 1.
Did we start with does or don't?
We started with do's. So
we started with do's. 1, 2, 2. Okay, so this is 2 don't.
Yeah,
okay.
This is your 2 don't.
Let me see. My don't is don't start or be heavily involved with drama on your team. I feel like any sport can get messy, especially like I played volleyball, but then I was also around women's basketball a lot, and I currently play flag football. And listen, it gets messy, right? It gets messy, like just based off of like you're coming in as everybody is a star athlete, right? So everybody wants that spot. So you have the messiness within like coaches having favoritism, you know, players maybe being promised things that when they came in didn't fulfill. And then you just have catty drama, you know, between your teammates. I feel like I had a pretty supportive like team, but we definitely had our drama. And I feel like everybody does. And then, you know, when you get to women's basketball, football, soccer, you got the gays and the days, baby, and everybody be dating everybody. It's messy out here, okay? So do your best to like watch the drama from the outside of the club because you don't want to get in.
You do not want to be in that club at all. 3 do. This is a more personal thing, but this could be for somebody. Do organize your clothing, and I'm talking about like in your sport. As a football player, we get ample shirts, you get a lot of pants, cold gear, you get tights, socks. Organize your clothing in your locker in the sense where it is easy to find things. For me, that was, I had 2 bins. I had tops and bottoms. That way I could, if I needed a shirt, it's in the tops. If I needed a bottom, from the bottom where the compression shorts, whatever, it was in that bin. People just be throwing stuff in their locker, and then it gets to smelling weird. It starts looking bad. It be overflowing. Organize your locker, and then that leads into game day, where lay your stuff out the night before. Really look good for your sport. Because if you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you play good, and when you play good, they start to pay better. But yeah, like take pride in how you look when you playing your sport. Don't just be out there looking however. It's bad.
Yeah, that's key. And especially like I had the type of teammates like sometimes I would be packing their bag for them. So imagine somebody else packing your bag based off of your, you know, mess versus just everything being where it should and could be. Yeah, very tea. And it also means you don't have to get up as early if everything is already, you know.
That's the other thing. Yeah, if your bag is laid out the night before, you can absolutely
grab
sleep
and
in
go.
and go. And you know for a fact, hey, I have everything that I could possibly need. And again, I was an accessory guy. Oh yes, I had 2 pairs of socks. I had 3 cleats. I had 2 gloves with me because I knew like if I don't like this combo, it was going to switch. But I did have it out the night before, so it was all prepped and ready. And Saturday morning, we was ready to go.
And you don't want to be the one that like you have to go back for something, because baby, they're not going back. You just SOL.
They will leave you. They will take off without you. The bus will leave, and you will be mad and hurt.
Yeah. Okay. This is the do.
Yeah,
this is the do. Okay, do. Let's see. We talked about hobbies, eating, sleeping. What else are good things that I did in school? I feel like this goes for both in like your sport, but then also after school. I would say I feel like most athletes, like we're just kind of like predisposed at this point to like being in the gym. So I would say, you know, even after your sport, like stay in the gym, do continue to work out, but like it could look like something completely different than what you did. Because like I said, like I was a volleyball player all throughout college. I got bored. I was in the gym for majority of like my life. As soon as I finished like my career, I picked up pole. I started running like 5Ks and stuff, and now I play flag football. So like I found ways to keep active, but I will say if you do not use it, you will lose it. I used to have crazy quads, hammies, like I just had some crazy legs, and it's gone. It's the muscle just thin air. So yeah, I would definitely say stay active after the fact. Most of us, I feel like, will just do it anyways, but find stuff that you like that will keep you active, just so you know you stay in shape.
Absolutely. You don't have to do 225-pound cleans anymore, though.
Right.
But
yeah, that's one thing about it. I have no desire. I lift heavy, but after an ACL and 2 MCLs, I have no desire to lift as heavy as I did in college, because I have no reason to. Like, what am I busting that down for? Like, baby, let that go.
Yeah, why am I back squatting 405?
Yeah.
What situation will I need this in? Yeah. What are we on?
Don't. Yeah, I think this is 3 don't.
3 don't. Don't engage in internet trolling. And that can be social media for the team. That can be one thing. But what I mean is message boards. People are going to talk about your team. They are fans, and they're fans for a reason. They're going to say their opinions wherever they may speak them at. And a lot of times in today's day and age, that's going to be on the internet. Do not engage in message boards. Don't get caught up in, oh man, this old guy that really likes our team said we should be doing X, Y, Z. His opinion does not matter. He does not know what's going on inside. And again, you just find out some of your teammates engage in that. They'll come to you and they'll be like, hey man, somebody said this about you. Like, what do you think they're talking about? It doesn't matter at all. It's just not important.
Yeah.
And so it seems obsolete. It's like, why would I engage in that? But you will have teammates who will gladly scroll through that stuff and read it and take people's opinions to heart. Their feelings will get hurt. They'll try to provoke you into saying something you don't even mean. Just do not engage in the outside world's opinion of your team.
Mm-hmm. Heavy on that. I feel like even outside of like athletics, like now, I mean, like social media, obviously it is what it is. But like even now, the field that I work in as a reporter, I do not go through comments. I just have no desire to even set myself up like that. I am a black girl in rural West Texas. I would never sit here and scroll through nobody's comments, because y'all not finna play with me. Have me all, it's fine. Y'all got it. Okay, this is my 3 don't.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get too wrapped up in a little boyfriend or a little girlfriend. Listen, I'm guilty, okay? So I'm speaking from experience. That thing will have you playing different, sliding down the wall. Like, babe, it's not that serious. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's truly, like, literally not that serious. You may not know this person, 2 or 3 years from where you are at that point. Now, I would say have your fun for sure, but like, don't become so wrapped up in a relationship or a situationship or a mess or anything like that, or just, you know, running through whatever. Have your fun, but first of all, be safe. Visit those campus clinics for sure. But don't let whatever little boyfriend or little girlfriend really, you know, have you off your game, have you not playing well, have you, you know, not doing work, stuff like that. Yeah, that can also save you from some drama as well.
Right. Okay. For do. Let's see. Do have I'm heavy on this because of how much I listen to music. Have a pair of earbuds, the ones that like go in your ear, and have something that covers your ear. How you use them is up to you, but have both in the sense of usually ones that cover your ear are more noise canceling. Whether you listen to music or not, just have something to block out everything so that either game day, when you're doing your homework, when you're sitting in your room trying to meditate, you have something just to block out external forces. Just have both so that you can go through your music. I will say too, organize your music library. It makes it so much easier. Have a game day playlist. Have multiple playlists. Don't just have your music sitting there and you click shuffle and hope something good comes up, because that'll distract you on game day. So actually have a game day playlist of set things that you want to hear on game day. It'll make the world of difference when you can just not worry about exactly what music you're listening to. It's just playing, but you know it's stuff that you like. And then with the headphones, sometimes you just have to sit there in the quiet and really like lock in, and that's what the ear cover headphones are for. And then you can warm up in the ones that go in your ear, that way they don't fall off and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And usually I feel like over the ear headphones be bad for being on the phone and stuff like that. Yeah. So like the ones that go in your ear are usually better. Yeah,
definitely have better connection so you can talk and walk and stuff.
Very much so. Okay, I would also say this is like, okay, so basically do linear network. And like what I mean by that is like work with the students, classmates around you, you know, find common interests and hobbies in a sense of you are all at the same level, right? You are a college athlete who is looking for exposure, maybe wants to go pro, and your classmate is a photographer, an aspiring photographer, videographer who is looking for, you know, a test subject that they can put together reels, film different, you know, highlight videos, stuff like that, so they can exercise their interest, you can exercise your interest, and now there's a common denominator here, and you all are both benefiting from it because maybe you get the exposure and they get to do their work, and now they get their name out there. So like do linear network around you. That same thing goes with like, you know, you have interest in like music, you know, look around before you look up. But also with that, you know, like definitely reach out to, you know, people as well, but definitely like reach out to the people around you, because y'all are kind of all in the same space of being like hungry and in their like grind season.
Yeah. You'd be surprised what CEOs like children go to like really small schools.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my dad owns such and such.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it's just like by the time, you know, if y'all are both coming up together, these are the people that end up being the bosses, right? The people that are the interns when we're in college, like, will then end up being in charge by the time we're grown. So now it's like, okay, I have a relationship with X, Y, and Z because we was in class together.
Doing the same homework. Exactly. It's really like that. Which leads me into my number 4, don't ever do your work in your room unless it is, I mean, a dire situation of you can't focus outside. Never ever do your work in your room, especially not in your bed. Go to the school library, go to a classroom, go anywhere but where you sleep and hang out at, because it will only lead you to get distracted. If you're comfortable in your room, you don't feel any pressure, you're just like, oh, I'm just chilling, like I'm in my dorm room.
I can do this in the bed, and now all of a sudden you sleep.
Now you sleep, and now it's 3:30 a.m. The assignment was due at 11:59 yesterday, and now you panicking. And then again, find people to do your work with. Again, I know we talked a fair amount, But at the same time, if you were talking to them and they say, hey, I'm about to do my work now, you have no choice but to do your work. So find somebody to do some work with, throw your headphones on. Just don't do it in your room, because you will get distracted and it will take 2 hours longer than if you went to the library. And hey, if you go to the library, you might need a book or something, and you were already there instead of just not going to the library. I was the problem person of that. I probably went to the library 2 times in the first 2 years of college, which was terrible. I still got my work done though, but
Trifling.
but everybody can't live like that. That's not good. Don't do that.
Heavy on it. I'm trying to think. Okay, I feel like this is a given, but like, don't party OD. Like, I feel like my teammates always had the stories of like, and I would say like, coaches be watching everything. Like, I had the type of coach who had like fake pages. People would tell her stuff, like all of that. So don't party OD and don't think you're not gonna get caught. Cause we had a type of coach that was literally like, I literally remember one of my teammates, like her first weekend at, like, we were in season, but we had gotten out of preseason. And the first weekend that we probably had the time to party, like, okay, we don't have a game the next day. Our practice is not until later. And maybe it's just like team bonding or study hall or yoga or something like that. Goes out, parties, does a keg stand on somebody's snap. Mind you, but everybody like around us is pretty much athletes. We thinking we good, we green. Everybody got called into the office Sunday morning. It hasn't even been 24 hours. How did you? And she's showing everybody the snap of the girl doing the cake stand. Like, that type of stuff, you can't make that up. Like, don't OD it. You're gonna party. It's college. I'm not gonna tell you, not to have fun. But just make sure there's a good balance of like, okay, you're not drinking every single weekend, because alcohol poisoning sucks.
It's real.
Yeah, like it's bad. And then also like, that can affect you in other ways, in terms of playing time, in terms of how coaches view you, that type of thing. Sometimes you can avoid little dramas here and there. Yeah.
No, heavy on they will find out. It can be a 12-person team. It can be 150-person team and only 10 people were there. The coaches will find out one way or another.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be part of the crowd of, you guys were the ones that did something wrong, and coaches just asking, waiting for you to confess, and nobody says anything, because it makes everybody's life just 100 times worse. Just don't be part of. But
I will say, if y'all gonna be a team, be a team. Because one thing about it, me and my teammates would lie together. We would tell the truth together, but we would also lie together. We would all have our stories straight when we go in this office, or when we talking to whoever we talking to. So listen, don't be no snitching teammate. I'ma say that.
Yeah, don't do that. On a 120-person roster, it's a little difficult to spread the word fast enough.
Yeah.
Because if 50 people were there and only 25 people got the one story, it gets rough to. Hey, bro, you heard that we saying this? Nah, bro, I already got called in. I said this. Oh, no. We're cooked. Yeah. The best. Well, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. But I'm going to end that one right there. She's going to say the best answers. I don't know.
Because what are you even talking about?
You mean? Yeah, I have no idea, Coach.
Yeah. Okay, this is your due. This is your last due.
My last due? My last due. And this one is very personal to me in the last 2 years. If you get hurt, smile. And I know that's hard, it's counterintuitive, it doesn't make any sense. If you get hurt, smile. Because chances are there is a lesson in the injury. It sucks. Every athlete's worst fear is that one injury that's big enough to stop you from playing multiple games. That is every athlete's nightmare fuel. Again, it sucks, it's horrible. Smile. Again, you will learn something, you'll get something out of it, you will become a better teammate for it. Because chances are, again, everybody was the best of the best from their high school coming into college. Everybody was the man, the woman, the person that everybody relied on. If you get hurt in college, smile. You'll get healthy. Recovery sometimes is beneficial because it teaches you more acute ways to keep your body healthy. You learn new things about yourself. Just smile through that process. That process is going to be hard. I'm not acknowledging that, but just smile. Because it will be better in the end afterwards. So if my do is if you get hurt, smile through the injury.
That's heavy. That's very real. Because unfortunately, like, injuries are unavoidable. Like, it's literally just a part of playing the game. And when your sport is such a big part of your life and then it gets taken from you, like, off an injury, and now you're spending a season watching everyone else play, it can get really dark. And so, like, I feel like for me, those were some of honestly the best times. Like, that's how I found out what my career was going to be, was because in those times I was able to pick up hobbies because I had to keep myself busy, that type of thing. Like you said, like, you learn the importance of stretching. One, man, what?
That's a real deal.
You don't never miss a stretch.
It's not a myth. It's not a myth. They did not just tell you to stretch for fun. It actually changes
stretching,
things.
warming up, like, you know, really the amount that you should invest in your body, like that. I feel like a big thing for me was, like, I started realizing as heavy as I lift is as hard as I need to go on my yoga sessions. Like, mobility is such a huge thing and it can prevent a lot of injuries. But again, like, injuries are just unavoidable. It's a thing it's a part of life. So heavy on that. Okay, I would say my last do is, this is for, you know, anybody who has aspirations outside of college. So whether you want to play pro or whether you want to be on the other side, for one, there are so many ways to stay involved with your sport. And so you not going, you know, if you're a football player not going to the NFL, it's not the end of it. There are so many different other avenues. You can play arena, you can play UFL, you can play overseas. You know, semi-pro is a thing. Like, there are so many different avenues for you to stay involved with your sport as far as you playing, but also to be on the other side. You can coach. Personally, I'm not into coaching, but I'm a commentator. I do play-by-play for volleyball. Like, that's my way of staying involved. I report on volleyball, like, as much as I can because I love to analyze the game. So there are ways for you to stay involved. And then just as far as you know, like, furthering your career playing, that's really a lot about, like, having film and then also just creating relationships. Like, I'm literally everybody I know and around that, and including myself, that has been overseas, it was all about relationships, knowing the right coach, you know, having those relationships with agents, and just not being afraid to, like, reach out. You're going to get 1,000 no's. All you need is one yes, and that's all that matters. So, like, you know, having your film together and being able to have those good relationships with different coaches, agents, and, you know, and not being scared to reach out to other players saying, like, hey, how did you do this? Like, that. Again, linear networking is such a big thing, but in that case of just, like, you can stay involved with your sport if that's what you choose to do, if that's what you love to do, but it's also okay to not. But, like, if that's what you want to do, there are so many different levels that you can play at. Recreation is a thing. And sometimes it's even, like, more fun, especially after you've intensely played your sport for, you know, 15, 16 years of your life, and now all of a sudden you're no longer an athlete. Sometimes you burn out. So it's cool to, like, have an outlet that is not as much pressure. Because now when I play, like I'll play in different volleyball leagues or I'll play doubles and stuff like that. It's not as much pressure, obviously, because of the stakes are lower, but it just feels fun. Like, if I mess up, I'm not gonna get yelled at. Like, it's next play. And then that also gives you the time to, you know, like, explore different stuff. So there are different ways to essentially stay involved with your sport. So do, you know, explore other avenues if that's what you're into. Was that my 5? I think that was 5.
Do we not have the last don't? Because that was a do.
Okay. We do have a last don't.
Okay. My last don't is kind of super backtracks. Don't pick your school off of a coach's promise or off of a false word of you're going to play. Don't pick the school because uniforms look nice. Pick the school where you believe you fit in, but where you feel wanted. Because it is important to be wanted where you are. Because a lot of coaches might not want you, but they think they want your skill set. And they're like, oh, like, come here, you'll play, like, right away. Like, this, that, and the third. And then you might have never visited. you might not know any of the players, so you don't feel necessarily like you belong. You don't feel wanted. It is important to pick a place where multiple coaches want you, where it's not just one person, because I will tell you, not belonging in your situation will make life 1,000 times harder. Because especially if you start struggling, because now the person that you thought was your friend is not rocking with you. You don't know nobody else. You far away from home. Stuff. It just makes life harder than it needs to be. Pick a situation that you fit into. Multiple coaches want you. They're excited to have you as a person and not just a player. You can go talk to them about things that aren't related to the sport necessarily. You can just sit and have a relationship, because relationships are so important in and out the game. So yeah, just don't pick it off some fancy stuff. Hey, they were winning last year, I'm gonna go there now. Make sure the team actually wants you, and you don't just want to be there.
Heavy on that. I feel that. Okay, I feel like my last don't.
Yeah, wrong.
My last don't goes kind of along with that, and I feel like this is a do but a don't. But like, don't stay somewhere you're unhappy. Damien and I have both transferred schools. Now I say this like haphazardly, because I do think we use the portal a little too loosely these days. I think, people are they're afraid of putting in the work sometimes when they know, there are one or two or, people starting ahead of them. They're afraid to put in that like grind and that work, because sometimes you do need that. But at the same time, if you are truly unhappy, like you said, you need to be happy at the school you're at, like outside of just like your sport. You do need to like enjoy where you're at. You want to be in a good like mental space. Geography matters. I was in Boston for a year, and it literally, like, seasonal depression hit me so hard, and I'd never experienced it before. But when it was dark at 3:00 and I don't have any more classes, my practices are done, and it's 3, 4, 5, 6 feet of snow on the ground, it changes your perspective like immensely. So you do need to be happy where you're at. So with that, like, don't be afraid to leave. If you have to leave, like, at the end of the day, like, all of this is a business, and coaches, players, like, this is a relationship where it's everybody got to pay, everybody got to get paid, everybody got to eat. So if you're not eating, if you're not getting paid, in a not necessarily in a monetary sense, but if you're not being fed, physically, spiritually, like, if you're not happy where you're at, you got to go where you're going to thrive. You have to do what is best for you. And like you said, don't get sold on that, like, promising that dream. So, like, don't be afraid to leave if you have to. Because I feel like sometimes we're always taught, like, try again, like, quitting, like, there's no reward for quitters type of thing. But sometimes, like, it's more so like choosing yourself and choosing, like, the path that is best for you. Yeah, so don't be afraid to go if you gotta go.
Now, if you out there missing jump shots, talking about I need to start, and you going 0 for 8 from 3,
yeah, don't blame nobody else.
Yeah, don't just leave and don't get in the gym.
Yeah,
that's not what we said. Don't just leave. I just can't make it here. I'm making somewhere else though. Nah, go get in the gym, fam, first before you go jumping around.
Yeah.
But yes, if you are mentally unhappy, like, again, mentally, spiritually, and physically, if everything is failing, yes, you might need to look for a different situation.
Exactly.
If it's just a physical thing,
let it go.
We get in that gym for 2 seconds and then do some self-reflection.
Exactly. Okay, so like I said, this is coming from the perspective of 2, like, former athletes, like, one a little fresher than the other. Volleyball and football, like, obviously we have different experiences, but honestly, like, we all out here living the same life for real, like, just in different fonts. Everything under the sun has already been done. So anything that you as a college athlete are going through, I promise you 5 other people, 10 other people, 12 other people have all been through that same thing. So, like, don't be afraid to, like, ask people to reach out to get help. Yeah. This was cute. This was fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for tuning in to Vlogmas Day 1. Also, y'all have to subscribe to Damien's YouTube too. What's your YouTube? I'm putting it on the screen.
Dame 4 times with a Z.
Period. Yeah, so y'all have to subscribe to him, and if you like this video, tell me what you like, tell me what you didn't like. Do you agree, do you disagree? What was your experience as an athlete? And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. I will see you guys in Vlogmas Day 2. Yeah, bye.